and welcome everybody to episode 4 of our Intersave on Championship Manager 0102. Now, to catch you up on the goings on, since our last episode, we have had some fixtures take place. We've had Lazio beat Juventus 1-0, taking Lazio up to third on the table. Jaap Stam with the man of the match, Castromain with a goal, Simone Inzaghi having a great game, and really nothing happening on the Juventus side of things. Castromain with the goal in the 90th minute. Now, quickly checking if it was... That's pretty much the last kick of the game. Absolute heartbreak for Juventus there. Quickly checking on the... Let's skip forward. Actually, let's skip forward. We'll go through the results that we've had so far. So Bologna have kept their perfect record, winning 1-0 over Como. Julio Cruz with the goal and Giuseppe Signori. Julio Cruz with the man of the match and Giuseppe Signori with the goal. Really not much to look at there apart from De Cesare picking up the injury. Brescia crushing Modena 5-0. Jonathan Bianchi with the man of the match, Stefan Appia with the brace, Roberto Baggio with the goal, Luca Toni with another goal. That is a team to be scared of in this save. They are doing so well and they've got some real weapons there. Again, nothing really happening on the Modena side of the game, but Marco Bellotta has had an absolute shocking performance in goal, so need to be disappointed with that. Appia, Baggio, Toni, there we go over there. Maya with an own goal as well to wrap up the 5. So if things couldn't get any worse, they have. Empoli 2-0 win over Atalanta to ruin Atalanta's perfect record. Emilson Kribari with the man of the match. Tommaso Rocchi and Luca Sadati with the goals there. Sadauti missing a penalty in the 31st minute as well. Parma with a 4-1 win over Perugia. Adrian Mutu with the hat-trick. Alex with the supplementary goal there. Marco Macaroni having a great game in should-be defense. Let's check that. We'll call it a bombing wing-back performance on the right. And again, Zemmour, Perugia, just disappointing performances across the board. Nicola Amoruso with a 5. Zizas Ruzas coming on in the 56th minute. Who have we got? Paolo Cannavaro. I really like this Parma team. It was such a good team back in the day. Piacenza beating Chievo 2-0 with Nicola Kakla and Dario Hubner with the goal. Mario Kakla picking up man of the match. Again, Di Francesco injured towards the end of the game. It's always disappointing when that happens in the last couple of minutes. We'll go back in. Let's see how long he's been crocked for there. Out for a month. With 2 minutes to go in the game, you'd have to be spewing. You would have to be spewing. All right, Torino and Udinese have played out a 2-2 draw. 15th and 9th there. Luca Mazzano picking up man of the match. Christian Lucarelli with the goal for Torino. And I thought there might have been another own goal there. Federico Magallanes with the other goal as well, coming on in the 89th minute. Carsten Janka with the goal for Udinese and Numete as well. Now, 90th minute, was this the last kick of the game again? It absolutely was. In the words of John McEnroe, you can't be serious. What devastating stuff for Udinese. They would have been in a great position on the table if they had been able to hold on to that win. Now, checking our inbox here, our upcoming game against Roma, they're playing a 4-4-2, world class. That's not news to anyone. Totti and Emerson, real threats for the Roma team. If we have a quick look at our It's not gonna give us a clickable. So let's have a look at the scout report here. Cafu, Vincent Candela, Emerson, Vince Montella, Christian Panucci, Walter Samuel, Francesco Totti, Marco Del Vecchio, Gavino Lima, Damiano Tomasi, Jonathan Zabina, Gabriel Batigo, Gabriel Batistuta, Antonio Cassano, Davide Bombardini. This is a team that could absolutely destroy us if we're not careful. Leandro Cufre, Sepp Guardiola is playing for Roma at this point. Wow. Torianos Dallas, who was magnificent in the 2004 Euros for Greece when they won over Portugal in that really dramatic final. Whoa. This game's got me on the edge. So our winter reserves have lost 2-0 to the Roma reserves. Nathan Coe, the Aussie in goal. Now we should have Dominic Morfeo. You might have seen there, has picked up an injury in this game. Carl Valeri, the other Australian, with a 5. That's it's not looking good for our Australian contingent in the reserves. Salu Lassi, who have they? Daniele De Rossi, Walter Peralta, Batistuta played in the reserves. As a 32-year-old, sure, look at those attributes. He could surely be doing a job for someone in the top flight. All right. Again, to be worried. Okay, Dominic Morfeo, 2 weeks with a gashed leg. Someone's put the studs through his thigh. What a devastating thing. Let's make sure he doesn't pick up any staph. That'd be magnificent for us. So, let's pick our team. Now, we're back to the full bench. Toldo, look, we can't bring Fontana in for a game against Roma. That's a trial by fire. Javier Zanetti, I've noticed, is on a okay morale. Vivas isn't ready to come back in yet. Let's bring in... No, we don't want to bring him as forward. Let's bring in... We'll select our bench at the end, I think. See how we go. So, Zanetti... What other options have we got? Serena. Look, as much as I want to give him a break, try and recover that morale a little bit, I don't think this is the game to do it in. Zanetti, we've got Cristiano in the middle there. I think we stick with Cristiano Zanetti in the middle. Let's bring in Di Biagio again in the centre of the pitch. Conceição on the right is doing a magnificent job. Emre, let's bring Gouli back on for us. Following our UEFA Cup draw, and Delmar, Farinos, options for the bench. That's magnificent. Now, of course, Vieri has put himself out following that last game against Dnipro. He's out for 2 weeks. Let's call that a week and a half at this point. So we need another striker. Let's bring Recoba on. Now, I've been thinking and having a look at the stats. Recoba played on the wing. He could absolutely be a winger for us. Having a look at these stats, crossing, dribbling, wherever it is. Finishing means that he's an absolute weapon, but won't be as much outside. He's got the acceleration. His pace is still magnificent. His passing is great. Really, Recoba's a midfielder. In this team, he's going to be a midfielder. So we will move him there, but we'll do that. We'll do that once Vieri's back and back on board for us. So Ventila will bring in as the backup striker on the bench. Now let's a little bit. I like to do this and I like to do it right. So just have everything in order. Let's. I saw Delmar there, so let's have Delmar on the bench in case we need a little bit more attack. And Cordoba on the bench. Yeah, actually, let's bring on Cordoba. I've missed that. So Cordoba there, Gamara on the bench. Adani's not going to give us many options. Colon is. So let's have Colon there as well. So Toma, we've got a defensive midfielder. Let's put him ahead of the wingers on the bench. Okay, that's looking pretty good for us there. Now, next match, as I've said, Vieri Materazzi. Materazzi set for his debut. Again, we haven't picked him. Debut, where's he come from? Perugia. So this is the season that Inter picked up Marco Materazzi from Perugia, which means I probably should be playing him a little bit more than I am. And yeah, we'll keep it as it is. Okay, so Majani is doubtful with a groin strain, and Dallas is set for his debut, who's just come in from AK Athens. Let's have a look at Roma's last match, see what happened to them there. So they played Halmstad. This was the 2-0 win that they had, and they played that is a dangerous formation with the striker playing in that cam role and then moving up. Wingers bombing forward. It was all normal, and all they did was press. Oh. Alright, what's the weather like? Dry, so we don't have to worry about the pitch. It's a home game, Giuseppe Meazza. Again, I think we'll stick with the tactics. We're going to start with normal. I'm expecting the press, so we'll go with the direct passing. Tackling, let's tackle them hard. We're the home team. Hopefully we get a bit of an advantage out of it. We're still going to play the offside trap because we want that... we want the defence to push up, and Recoba will put on the free kicks. Still, Javier Zanetti is our captain. Okay, happy with that. Now that we're in here, what are they looking to play? Okay, so they haven't dropped Totti back. They're playing defensive, mixed passing, so pressing might be so-so on our end. Normal tackling, and they are going to press us, so short passing would be a risk. Let's start the game as we are and see what happens. So they're starting to defend. Conceição is coming forward. Candela. Oh, trip already. Oh. The free kick was retaken. You rarely see that. This game still throws up some surprises. Best part of 20 years later. Crespo's been shoved. Di Biagio. Julie. Oh. Di Biagio. Oh. So Roma are playing pretty aggressively here. There's been a lot of fouls that they've given away. Lots of just outright shoves too. Again clattered into him. Okay, Roma have just come forward. I don't want to open ourselves up to a counter-attack, so I'm not going to go attacking. Alright, 30 minutes in, let's see our match stats. So we've had 1 shot, 2 off. They've had nothing going for them. We've had 7 free kicks. 7! They've committed 5 fouls. Our passing is going pretty well, so their press isn't working. We are tackling quite well relatively for once. It's still not a great figure, the old 55%, and we are losing out in the air again. So we've been losing out in the air a lot. I think it's time to take the risk, keep the ball on the deck, and short pass. Again, we'll press. Again, we'll keep offside. We'll keep the offside trap going. Let's try their tactic. We're going to keep our wing backs in place because they've got their wingers coming forward. We're still going to go at their defence. So it's a little bit of a change. Di Biagio is having a rotten game so far. So is Zanetti, so is Cordoba. Let's hope things improve. Oh, Panucci. Cafu. Oh. One shot and we're lucky to get away with it. Okay, half time. Half time. That still hasn't gone down as a shot for them. The header off the bar, so we've won more tackles as a percentage. Our headers have gone up. Our passes completed have gone down, so that's probably hurt us a little bit. Now, again, Cordoba, Di Biagio, both having average games. They're really on it, Roma. No key passes, key tackles to Lima, who is playing in the middle of the field. So presumably that's Di Biagio getting depossessed. You know what? I think we might have a hold-up ball on for our central. Yes, we do. So let's take that off because that's clearly effective for them. Do we hold up the ball at all? Crespo, what's your strength like? Strength, technique. Crespo could hold up the ball for us here. What's his passing like? He might struggle to actually, yeah, he's going to struggle to be an outlet, but let's hold it up so players can come forward. We've still got the easy. Let's put, where are we? Gulli and Conceição on easy as well. Just because we want them to stand off a little bit and give their player a little bit of space. Di Biagio, let's press with Di Biagio and Zanetti. Press would be... Actually, let's let the wing-backs go where the team goes. No, because we don't want them to jump into tackles. Okay, and we're even going to press with the forwards here because we want to stop their defense having time on the ball. Free rolls, no. Forward runs. I'm not sure any of it's working really. Recoba, let's not have Crespo make forward runs now that we've got him holding up the ball. Let's have Zanetti and Coco making runs but not moving their position. Let's have them running up the wing with the ball as well. Conceição, Gulli, Di Biagio's not playing well, so let's not have him running with the ball. Let's not have Zanetti running with the ball either. Recoba running with the ball. Okay, holding up, long shots. Let's put Recoba on long shots. We'll see what happens. Through balls again coming from the wings. Let's stop that and have them coming from the middle of the park. Hopefully the through balls will go out onto the wings or into the box. Crossing again from the wings. Okay. Totti, Montella, do we mark them? Let's not for now. Potentially we will soon, and I might even put us onto attacking for a short while. They've gone back into defence. Here's where we could get, oh no. Oh, good save. Well done. Took him, poor Hustus. Oh no. Totti has come at us. Zanetti's gone down again. Recoba's going to take the kick. It's just a straight up 4-4-2, and there's not much we can do. Let's bring these two forward and drop them back. Cordoba's still having a mare, and so is Di Biagio. So we're bringing on Almeida. We need a change. Still attacking. We might go direct. Is our offside trap actually working? Offsides 3-0. It's doing something, so we may as well keep it on. Well done, Coco. We are trying to pass the ball into the net again, and it's doing nothing for us. Okay, Gooley's having a mare on the wing as well. Cordoba's still not playing well in the middle of defence, so we're bringing on Kamara. And for Gooley, we're going to bring on Emre with our standard sub there. Again, we'll move them forward. Let's go with four coming at the defence. We're really going to push for this last 10 minutes. It could cost us goals. It could score us goals. Oh, another foul. Picked up a couple of yellow. There's been a lot of push. This has been a physical game. And that's going to be game. We're either going to lose 2-0 or 1-0. That's all she wrote, folks. Inter have lost 1-0 to Roma. They've had 4 shots on target, so the last half of that game, even the last half of the second half, has really put paid to our plans there. We've had 21 free kicks. They were absolutely roughing us up, and that was just with normal tackling. Obviously, they could have had individuals on hard tackling. Tackles won about the same. We've lost out on the headers again. We really need to work on that. Cordoba coming off. Gamara and Almeida put in 7s as soon as they've come on. Emre still on a 6. Toldo with the man of the match. So in the last half of that second half, he was really under pressure. Totti with the goal, an 8 rating. Cafu with an 8 rating. That hurts. Absolutely, that hurts. Now, the other game going on while we've been playing here was Milan absolutely putting Regina to the sword. Andrea Pirlo with 4 goals. Pippo Inzaghi with the 5th. That is... Oh, that's some ominous stuff. Ominous stuff. Let's have a look at exactly what's happened. Pirlo, unsurprisingly, with man of the match. Yeah, that's a straight up domination from them. So Milan up to 8th, Inter in 7th. The rivals sharing the stadium are already having a close season. So with that, we'll bring episode 4 to a close. So everybody stay safe, look after yourselves, and until next time, we'll see you later.